And we are on. The last one. Yeah, even if it ends up being longer than I expect, this'll be it, guys. The finale. It's gonna be something, man. I... Oh, I've just been enjoying this so much. It's gonna be sad to finally see the story end. But yeah, in Travis's fuck racism hoodie, we're gonna end the game. But first, let's pet the cat.
Buy me a new ball. What's up, huh? Yeah, so sleepy. Come on, bring it. Meow.
Have some fun with the cat first before we have to start making money.
Yeah. Ha! What's up, huh? Come on, bring it. Into the circle now. What's up, huh? Come on, what's the matter? Ha!
So weird that Gene has that kind of voice.
Yeah! Ha! What's up, huh? Come on, what's the matter?
But yeah, I hope all of you are doing well today. I've been doing fine. Just had some dinner with my family, which was nice. And yeah, I knew today was going to be the day where we finally finished this game. It's bittersweet, but frankly, couldn't find it more fitting. Alright, how much of the 4,000? And it's like 60,000 I need for number 1, right? Yes. Find a designated match to try out. So it has to be Damon Tower, right? Wrong button. That's the button. So I have to go to Damon Tower for it? Or... Oh no, So the designated matches are in one part of each of the overworld. Alright. Gotcha. Alright, in that case, we can hit the Santa Destroy one first. And if we need to earn extra, we can earn extra.
Yeah! Ouch! Oh, crap!
Damn it.
Shit.
Yeah, that's too tight of a turn.
Yeah! Oh, ouch!
I'm gonna make this cool, I swear, guys.
And we're off!
I just want to do one more. I want to suplex some alligators.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Damn it! I'm flipped around on X and Y thanks to the Xbox controller. Wait, what was that exclamation point about? Eh?
All right.
Balls.
Oh yeah.
Damn it! X and Y, I keep getting them mixed up. Made me lose.
Not gonna cut it.
Yeah, let's try that again. Mulligan.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Up balls. God damn it. WB. For what's up, bro? Things good. Finishing this game tonight. That's what I plan on doing. And, yeah, it's gonna be something. Because last stream I pretty much completely and utterly got destroyed mentally by the game. So, I'm very excited / terrified to see how the ending will go. Because last stream had me be a slack-jawed mess that couldn't form words properly. Comic-Con is taking place over here today on the 17th. I didn't go because I was helping my mom with another event. Considering tickets are $15, I might not go tomorrow. $15? Combo. I got my MagFest pass, and that's $110 for the whole weekend. If it's $15 for the single day, it's definitely worth it. Like, if $15 is a lot to you, then that means you don't have a job yet, man. I'm gonna be blunt. Like, again, you're talking to somebody that's been going to cons since he was 16. So, yeah, $110 at the moment is the most expensive pass I've bought for a convention. Like, typically a lot of convention passes cost around, like, $40 to $30. Lowest can go probably about $25, depending on the availability and, like, where the convention is and how early you get the pass online. So, yeah, 15's a lot for you, and boy, are you going to be shocked when you look at every other convention that's out there.
You see that?
But yeah, convention stuff. I plan on going to MagFest finally. I haven't figured out my flight stuff, but I definitely bought my pass and I definitely feel like going. So, yeah. I got that plan. And I've never been to MagFest, so that's going to be a new experience for me. Hell, I've never even been to Maryland, which is where the convention's taking place. So that'll be something. Actually, I'm gonna try the mining one too, because a new one showed up at Sand or Destroy, and I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, we need to earn money either way.
Ouch! Cracked!
Three, two, one. Start.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a small convention, then,
Dig!
if it's a small convention, then it doesn't shock me that it'd be $15. I've got work study, but that's got a month after things got going. Ah, gotcha.
Strawberry! Right on! Raspberry! Double kill! Blueberry! Triple kill!
Soon enough, you'll be able to afford to go to cons, though. Like, con passes can be expensive, but as I said, it's a rewarding experience, I'd say.
Raspberry! Double kill! Blueberry! Triple kill! Cranberry! Super kill!
Soon enough, you'll be able to afford to do things, and it's a rewarding experience either way, because you get to be surrounded by a lot of cool people, potentially, and even meet people that are a part of the anime and gaming industry. Fucking Terminator thumbs up. Alright, well, I failed that. I don't think I'm gonna keep going on that. But yeah, this MagFest pass was the most expensive I'd have to ever buy for a con, which, again, isn't that big of a deal because MagFest, in a sense, is kind of a special convention, and also it is being run while, you know, we're still dealing with COVID, but yeah. I just thought, hey, you know, conventions are starting to happen again, a lot of people are going to them, and why not try to go one myself? And I don't really know of any other reliable conventions besides the big ones that have the authority to make decisions like that. So I opted to just go for MagFest because I hear a lot of good things about that one. So, yeah. I went ahead for that and got my pass. Now I just need to get my flight settled, but I'm a bit hesitant about going with Southwest like I normally did, because they canceled a lot of their flights recently, and yeah, their reputation's kind of going down the shitter. So I'm kind of thinking I ought to go with a different airline or something. I'll come back on those plants another time. I spy a scorpion over there. Just gonna sneak up behind it. Gotcha! It's a gold one. I don't think I've gotten one of these. Oh, the D-pad can let me zoom in on the map. Huh, I was just pressing it to see what would happen. But yeah, just so long as you know, save up a decent chunk of money, you should be able to at least go to a small convention. And small ones are rewarding experiences on their own. Like, you don't always have to go to the big ones. My first convention wasn't a big one. It was a small one that was in Galveston, and I had a great time. Henshin.
Strawberry, right on. Death melt shower. Oh, strawberry, right on. Raspberry, blueberry,
Please? There we go. I don't even have any health sushi.
spin death throw. Careful. Anti-gravity death force. Strawberry. Raspberry. Death melt shower. Screw crusher death kick. Anti-gravity death force. Screw crusher death kick.
Okay, now I can just focus on the Axeman. Nope. Yeah, I forgot about getting more fucking stuff. More of the sushi.
All right, one more time.
God damn it. Well, that didn't work out.
Sweet bloodlust. Death melt shower. Anti-gravity death force. Cranberry super kill. Poison berry.
This is what I needed. There we go.
Raspberry, double kill.
Oh my god, I'm doing the thing. What?
It's war.
That was weird. I was swinging the joystick and nothing was happening.
Screw crusher dead king. Bastard.
There. Got a good amount of money. I'm gonna probably replay this game at some point on a higher difficulty, because this is just too much fun. Can the bike not come in here? That's weird. Get some of these, see if I can get some upgrade. And then after that, we'll go to the other designated matches. Lovenstein, one of the meme comic artists, is there. That name doesn't ring a bell, but hey man, if you want to do it, go do it, man. I'm confident if you say like, hey, you know, I want to go to this thing that's happening nearby, I'm sure your parents will understand. Mr. Lovenstein. Hold on, I will check that link in a second. Yeah! Huh. I have not seen this person. Well, if you can get some of their if you can get some of their artwork, then I think it'd be worth it. Just ask if it's okay for you to go. That's it. It wouldn't hurt. And who knows, you might be able to find some cool cosplays. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest, man. I've got money for it. I just need to ask. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's not like you're asking, like, hey, man, can I go commit arson with my friends? Everybody else is doing it. Come on. Oh, fuck off! I'm 200 shy. God damn, I am just pulling all of my cables today. But yeah, it's not like you're asking to go shoot up or something. It's not like you're asking to go like, hey man, hey mom, can I go borrow $15 so I can go smoke some crack? No, you're just going to a con. The worst that'll happen is that you'll come back with some merch. And if you have the money for it, then yeah, just do it. You're an adult now. You're a college student. You can do what you please. Like, yo, what's the process you went through before you got a car? You mean about getting to a convention? Or about literally getting a car? Because my situation, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, is vastly different compared to a lot of other people's. Well, not vastly, but I have a very different situation with car stuff before anything. And even still, a lot of the time I don't drive myself to conventions because I get to save on gas. Because my parents are completely willing to drive me. Like, even to the airport, for instance, if I'm going to a con that's out of state. So you're asking the wrong dude about that. Like, I was given my car, and my car's paid off. I understand that that is not the same situation that everybody goes through, but that's my situation, so I am not the person to ask for that. Yeah, I realize that I am definitely more fortunate than most people when it comes to cars and paying them off. Like, yeah. I was given a car that was a 2014 Ford Focus. A fairly fuel-efficient car as well, so it's like... Yeah, I kind of got really, really lucky there. Alright, that definitely should have pushed me over 200, so I'm gonna go grab that upgrade. Yep, definitely enough. Nice. Alright. Let's go to the other matches. But yeah, I'm definitely the wrong person to ask about car advice, because for one thing, I don't really know how I do not know how to car very well, and like, I can drive fine, I just don't know how to car. And when it comes to situations like, I don't know, fucking...
Shortcut!
Insurance? Yeah, exactly. Insurance stuff? Dude, I'm still on my parents' insurance. I'm 24. I know I have to figure out my own insurance stuff at some point, but with the Affordable Care Act stuff happening, that might also be what I have to go with, so I barely have to deal with much insurance business deals, if any. I mean, that's the advice that my parents gave. I don't know. Maybe I'm being taught the wrong things, or maybe I'm being taught the improper things. I have no clue. I should probably get the insurance stuff figured out, though. I do plan on doing my research and figuring all that out. It's just, I haven't had to for a long time, because it's just kind of been dealt with before by my folks, so yeah. I understand that I come from a very privileged position on that. Like, do not take my advice in any stride. I was just lucky, that's it. I will not pretend that my situation is any different from anyone else's. It is a very different situation. And the best advice that I can really have on cars? The Disney movie sucked, and just make sure you get something that doesn't have you getting gas every few days or something. Like, get a fuel-efficient used car and you'll be good. Don't fucking crash them. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Believe it or not, I had to learn that lesson the hard way. So, yeah, believe me, I know that much. But yeah, get a fuel-efficient used car, and just make sure that you're paying off your insurance properly and paying off the car properly, and I think you'll be all right.
Let's get deadly.
Build up a credit history, because that way you'll be able to actually possibly afford get an apartment on your own, because that's the other problem is I was taught by my,
Right on.
I think it was an economics teacher in high school that, hey, credit cards are just unnecessary bills. And while that is true to some extent, if you don't have a credit history, a lot of the time, apartments will not take you. Like, they'll see you as, not a liability, but they'll see you as a bit of a problem if you don't have any kind of credit history to fall back on to reliably show, hey, this person does pay off their debts. That they do pay off the credit. Because a lot of times, landlords probably won't take your word on the fact that you actually did pay off your rent. But, who knows? The only way to really avoid that kind of debacle is to, get a roommate. But the problem is, roommates can be a major mixed bag. So, yeah. I'm not very good on those kinds of advices because I've never had to deal with that stuff because my parents don't make me rent from them. So, yeah, I've never had to deal with any kind of rent problems.
Spin death throw! Anti-gravity death force! Screw crusher death kick!
Oh my god, Travis, come on.
Strawberry. Right on.
I'm gonna crush you! Sweet! Blueberry!
Triple kill.
Cranberry!
Super kill. Your power's getting iffy.
I'm dead. God damn it. These are getting harder. I'm gonna drink some water real quick.
Don't let me down, dude.
Damon, I love you.
I'm not getting lucky with those roulette wheels.
Get ready.
Strawberry. Right on.
Well, I haven't paid for it, but how do tickets work? When you buy them on a website, do you print them out? Is there something else? So the way that you buy tickets, typically a lot of convention websites will have an online store where you can buy the passes there. And I mean, unless the convention's website says otherwise, you don't really need to print them out. A lot of the time conventions have the printed passes to give to you right then and there when you show up there and be like, hey, here's my receipt or my registration number for the convention. This is the proof that I've purchased the pass. And they'll be like, okay, here's your pass, sir. Have a good time at the con.
Double kill.
It's pretty simple. Gmail? Yeah, I mean, just if you prove that you're the one that bought the pass, then yeah, you're just so long as you're able to show like, hey, I bought the pass, this is the receipt, and yeah, they'll be sure to honor it.
Blackberry!
Fantastic.
Screw crusher death kick! Mulberry!
Like, it's a pretty simple deal. You don't really need to jump through any hoops unless if there's a mix-up with the registrations, or if a payment didn't go through, but that's very rare. If you want to get one in person, though, like if you want to buy a pass at the convention itself, that's a pretty simple matter too. All you do is just take the cash you're going to pay the convention people with, go to the registration booth, give them the money, and be, hey, I want a day pass for the day. And they'll be like, all right, $15, and you pay the money, and then you just go ahead and do your thing.
Screw crusher dead kick! Relax, Mary. Hell yeah! Anti-gravity death force! It's war!
So it's really up to you. You want to get your... Although, I will say this. If it's $15 for a pass, then your convention probably won't have an awful line. But keep in mind that if you ever go to a larger con, it is a much better idea to buy your passes online ASAP rather than wait to buy them in person. Because when you buy them in person, you're gonna have to deal with some really long goddamn lines. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that the lines at conventions can reach ludicrous levels. I've seen blocks get wrapped by people that are waiting for their badges. Price raises? Okay, if price raises, then that also is an incentive to get your passes as early as possible. What the hell is your deal? Pay no mind. This is a sort of ritual. It's also a contract. A contract. I have something to give you. Here. What's this? I had it made for you. It's a mechanism of death. One befitting of you. When the time comes, simply turn the switch. There is no risk involved. No effort required. Most importantly, there is no hassle. And you can have it delivered to your home for only $19.99. You could say that all it requires is anger and hatred. Awesome. This is awesome. His death is in my hands. Yes, you hold death in your very hand. And don't forget, this is a contract. But yeah, that's the other incentive, is that, you know, buying a pass online means you don't have to deal with the lines in person to buy passes, which, believe me, I just said blocks have been wrapped with people that have needed to get their pass. So, yeah. And more often than not, you'll see you'll see that conventions have separate booths that's like, here's the line for people that registered online for their passes, here's a line for people that bought their passes or are going to buy their passes in person. And here's the other thing that kind of gets me about that. For some reason, some people still decide to buy in person despite the fact that they're likely more expensive in person compared to online. But yeah, the only thing that really happens when buying a pass online is just you enter in your email, enter in your payment method, like your preferred method of payment, and then you select pay thing, and then you'll probably get an email shortly after saying, hey, here's your receipt for this, for the pass that you bought from us. And just be sure to keep that receipt tabbed or screenshotted, because if it has a barcode, what they can do is that they can scan the barcode and see, hey, I did indeed purchase this pass for a convention, to attend your convention. And they'd be like, okay, here's your pass. It's really simple. It's just the waiting game is really a pain, because now you have to wait for this big event of something that you really want to attend. But man, nothing can get you more fired up than that pre-con arrival. I remember it so vividly. The feeling of like my chest fluttering a little bit as I'm being driven up to the venue. It's a magical feeling. Sorry, I was drinking some water.
Here we go, Bloodberry. Dead! Milk shower! Strawberry! Blueberry! Cranberry! Blackberry! Fantastic!
Hey, look at that! I was invincible for it.
I'm taking you down! Fuckhead! Fuckhead! Fuckhead!
Death butterfly.
Sweet! Fuckhead!
Death butterfly.
Fuckhead!
Special kill.
Fuckhead!
Special kill.
Fuckhead! Special kill! Screw Crusher Death King! Anti-gravity Death Force!
Another thing, Combo, is to keep in mind that when going to a convention, you're definitely going to want to keep two separate budgets in mind. One budget for cool stuff you want to buy at booths and artist alleys, and one budget for food, because, trust me, walking around a convention all day will make you very hungry very fast. And one of the main problems of conventions is that it's most like any other kind of massive gathering venue thing where the food there is being paid for more with the convenience rather than the actual food quality or food quantity. What I'm saying is that it's going to be very expensive to get it because it's going to be more expensive than what you're used to. So keep that in mind. That's why it's probably a better idea to search around the area to see if there's any restaurants you can go to that can, you know, fill you up for a good amount of money, or, I don't know, get a grocery store trip going and maybe get some beef jerky. I don't know. I don't know what your go-to snack is, but get some go-to snacks like protein bars or something similar to be able to go on your way. I'd rather those kind of things planned out, and believe it or not, just found it out about it today after coming home from an event with your mom. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, just make sure to ask your folks if it's cool, and if they can drive you or if you can drive yourself, then perfect. You can do it. Oh, fuck, I can already afford to go to the thing. Well, shit, we can already start the final battle. I kind of want to do some more, but... we'll see. But yeah, if you want to go, then just ask and see if they can either drive you or if you can borrow a car. If it's not far from a place you can go eat, then yeah. And when I say you need a budget in order to buy some stuff that's... There's a lot going on here right now. Lots of events are going on, and the event I was left was one of them. I can imagine, because thanks to vaccinations being distributed, a lot of people are finally opening things up and letting the venues and stuff open, and people, at least vaccinated people, are now seeing the idea of like, hey, now cons are safe so long as we keep to the regulations of the convention. But then there's still those douche canoes that are like, oh man, this convention used to be so cool before it went all fucking vaccinations on us. And here we sit going like, well, feel good about keeping to your principles and sitting there sitting there being all huffy about vaccinations while the rest of us are out partying and having a good time and meeting industry folks. Seriously, I just do not get their logic sometimes.
Hey!
Alright, now I have that. I want to at least fully upgrade Travis before the final fight. Fight. But yeah, I'd recommend it. If you want to go, go. Conventions are a fun experience. I would know as much. I've been going to them for a long time. In fact, these last 2 years have been the longest... Yeah, the last 2 years have been the longest time I've gone without going to a convention. Like, I can guarantee you I've gone to a convention at least once or twice, maybe sometimes even 3 times in a single year. And it's been a blast each... Well, it's been a good experience each time. I'd be lying if I said there weren't some problems at certain conventions, but that just happens, you know? You go to multiple conventions, there's bound to be some stinkers every now and then.
Shortcut!
The smells? That's one factor. That's one factor, because a lot of nerds don't know the concept of showers and soaps. But I'm speaking more on, like, the way the convention is run. Like, how do I put this? Wash your belly button, yeah. How do I describe this? I don't really have any other way to put this. Sometimes you run into convention situations where they're run like a business, which makes sense because in a sense they are kind of like businesses, kind of like how sports is a business. But when you encounter something like that, a lot of times dumb decisions are made because they're business decisions. Does that make sense? Like, there's this one convention that I used to go to in Houston all the time, but I'm never going to it again because the people that run it are complete scumbags. Because that's one factor, is that maybe you'll run to a convention that's run by scumbags. But it was also that the way that it was run was just ass-backwards stupid. It was just ass-backwards stupid.
Let's go!
And I can point to many examples of why it was ass-backwards stupid, but the biggest one, well, one of the big ones that personally bugged the shit out of me.
Double kill.
Like, the personal one that gets to me almost all the time is,
Death belt shower!
was, that they would host signings for their celebrity and industry guests inside of their dealers' rooms. Now, let me tell you about the dealers' rooms. They're gonna be where you spend, like, a lot of your time at a con. Like, you'll be spending a lot of your time there either hanging out between events or just browsing around at the different vendors and what kind of cool stuff they've got. But when you host events there, that can become a very bad idea. The reason why is because they often underestimate just how large the lines can get for people to get signings from their favorite anime voice actor or actress. I remember in particular one year where it was the last convention in Texas that I went to that before I moved to the Midwest, and it was this one actress who is the voice actress for Killua from Hunter x Hunter's dub. And I was like, hey, I like Hunter x Hunter and Killua, and Christina B is cool. Why not? I'm gonna get her voice. I'm gonna get her autograph because she's cool. I waited for a fashion event to finish before I could get to the spot where the signing was taking place. And then I waited in line for my turn to come up. And literally, just as my turn was coming up, they were like, hey, the dealer room is closing. We need to move to a different room. So follow us to this room if you want to get your autograph still. So I did. So I did follow, and I waited in line for even longer, and then I finally got the autograph, and I cannot tell you how much my fucking feet hurt afterwards. I could feel my heartbeat in the soles of my feet. And that made me think, like, okay, maybe this convention's not run so well, but then in 2019, I went to the same convention where they had Ruben Langdon as a guest. And if you don't know who Ruben Langdon is, he is the voice actor for Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And they didn't learn their lesson from last time because they hosted the signings in the dealer's room. And it was literally the closing hours, I think on like was it Friday or Saturday? I think it was Friday. It was Friday. The closing of the dealer's room was just like a few minutes off, and I was the last person in line to get my things, to get a t-shirt signed by Ruben Langdon. Granted, I'm happy that I got it signed at all, but still, it's like these dumbasses did not figure out, hey, don't host your autograph sessions in the dealer's room, because the dealer's room has a set open and close time. Ugh, just... Ugh. And I can tell you that is definitely bad logic because my DM for my D&D group, he used to run a con out in the middle. He used to run a con out in Des Moines for years. So he knows how bad those decisions are just as much as I do. So yeah, make sure you research your convention before you go to it. It wasn't DashCon. Hey, I mean, listen, the bar goes low and then it goes DashCon. The convention I went to is not bad. It's not DashCon bad. It's just not run properly in some instances.
Here we go.
Like, God,
Right on. Raspberry, double kill. Blueberry, triple kill. Cranberry, super kill. Poison berry.
oh God, that's a lot of lights.
Sorry! Screw crusher dead!
Okay, that looks silly.
Mulberry!
But yeah, I know of DashCon, and I realize that one was a disappointment. It's just make sure you do your research and make sure that, you know, you plan things out properly. And the other thing, when I say that you need to have a budget for the dealer's room, I mean that in the most sincere way possible, because dealer's room stuff can get very expensive. And obviously, it can either be worth it or not worth it to some. It's really dependent on what you view as what is valuable for the money versus what isn't. And if you'd ask me how much is good walking around cash to carry to buy stuff, I would say probably at the very minimal, keep $100 in your wallet to be able to buy stuff. And I realize that sounds like a lot because it is, but believe me, you're gonna want to buy stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that might be very appealing to you. The other thing is that sometimes at cons there'll be like really ice-cold water coolers all over the place, so don't feel the need to have to buy a $4 water bottle. You could probably find some water somewhere around there. You've heard this before? Yeah, I probably talked about it at some point. So yeah, that's kind of my whole gist about conventions. I'd say I'm fairly experienced, and your experience with a convention may vary, but just make sure that you have a good time. That's all I can say. That's really the whole package about it. Just make sure that you plan things out properly and stay safe and have a good time. Oh, and if you're gonna buy your cosplay, if you decide to, don't get polyester as a material for your cosplay. Don't get a polyester costume. And also, if you are friends with a cosplayer and going with them to a convention, be prepared to become their pack mule. Because, yeah, I had to end up turning one of my friends, at the aforementioned convention in Houston I went to, had to end up carrying my shit all the time because I kept getting asked for pictures because I was dressed as Nero from Devil May Cry 5. And yeah, my poor friend had to carry my bag so much because I just kept getting stopped. And he was like, "Nah, man, I'm fine with this." But yeah, heads up on that. And that's also the big thing that you ought to realize about cosplayers is that a lot of the time on Twitter or something, or Instagram, or I don't know, I guess Snapchat or something, you'll see like real Coomer replies being like, "Oh man, that cosplayer's like so cute. She's representing my character, my favorite waifu perfectly. I want to date a cosplayer." First off, that's the wrong kind of logic. Like, that's not wanting to date a cosplayer. That's a fetish. That's not genuine romantic interest. That's just you being fetishizing. Don't touch? Exactly. Like, unless told otherwise, assume you cannot be that close to them. Like, if you're cosplaying and a person from the same game is cosplaying a character, or if you're cosplaying a character and someone else is cosplaying a character from the same series or game, ask them if you can do poses with them. That's fine. But if you're gonna, don't be a creep. Don't be the sweaty guy don't be the sweaty dude who hasn't seen what grass is in 40 years and is like, can I lick your toes? No. Can I have this? Hey, I really like your cosplay. Can I have you step on me? It's always been my fantasy. No. No, you don't want that. Like, nobody likes that. Because guess what? Common sense is not something you can just completely abandon just because you're at a convention full of other nerds. Because who'd have thunk there's subsets of nerd culture that do not have any concept of personal space or common etiquette. Or even common hygiene. Lest I bring up the story about when, at a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, when somebody threw a dead crab at a Smash Bros. Player, just randomly on stage. That happened. Somebody was able to sneak a dead crab in their jacket and throw it at a player on the venue stage. Hygiene's important, people. It's as Gabriel Iglesias says, hygiene is important. And you don't want to prove Gabriel Iglesias wrong. Do you want to prove Gabriel Iglesias wrong?
Start the game.
I don't. Because Gabriel Iglesias isn't wrong.
Death spell shower.
Right on.
Raspberry. No you. Blueberry. Triple screw crusher death kick. Poison berry.
Well, don't discount mods. In fact, I remember seeing a really good Smash Ultimate mod of Mr. Krabs being overlaid on Wario.
Mulberry. Screw crusher death kick. I'm taking you down.
Oh, oh, that's the joke you were making. I'm sorry, that one flew over my head. I don't get why, though. Honestly, when it comes to certain nerd logic, you never really question why. You just question it's just being trolly for the sake of being a troll. Like, God, what was another one that was really cringy and trolly?
Strawberry. Right on.
Oh God, I just remembered an example. How familiar are you with a little webcomic called Homestuck? I never read it. I never participated in reading it in any capacity, whether it's read-alongs with friends or what have you. But there was a story that I saw covered by this guy on YouTube called the RPG Monger, I believe. And his video on Homestuck's fanbase proceeded to show at a con where a bunch of people were at a restaurant and decided it was a funny idea to do like a reference to Homestuck where they all spit in a bucket in public and just had their spit completely meld into each other. Needless to say, that's fucking disgusting. And yeah, just because it's funny to you and your friends doesn't mean it's funny to the people that, one, are sitting at the restaurant, and two, even other nerds. Like, even other nerds would say, like, listen, dude, that's disgusting, don't do that. There was one situation where I believe cosplayers got skin cancer from bathing in something to turn their skin gray like the characters. Yeah. You'd think, you know, you'd think some people have the, you'd think people have the life lessons to learn, like, to not do certain things, but common sense is a highly dying commodity. I tell you, it is just, it is a dying art form, common sense. You need to keep it alive, or else you're gonna end up with situations with people spitting in a bucket in a restaurant, or dyeing their skin gray and getting skin cancer from it, or trying to prove that a fan ship is totally canon because they wrote a like somewhat decent fan fiction. Ugh. All right, well, with all that imagery in mind, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick before I get a little bit of upgrading done, and then just go to the final boss. It's been an hour, so give me a second. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I found out, I just remembered another story of common sense being dead at a convention. Or, not so much common sense, more like fans overstepping their bounds, the boundaries between guest and attendee. So, I used to be a fan of a little company called Rooster Teeth. I've talked about it before many times about, you know, how I used to be a gigantic Ruby fan and how I've kind of drifted apart from all that. But the last time I went to their convention, RTX, there was a little thing that happened at a stage event that they were doing. This stage event was the Achievement Hunter guys doing a live on-stage Let's Play session. And one of the recent running gags at the time was that they would throw moonballs in their office. And moonballs are like these really light, bouncy balls that are just really light and can be chucked real hard, and they just bounced them everywhere. So a fan, thinking, hey, I'm gonna get some clout by doing this bullshit, threw a moonball from around the middle of the crowd, I want to say, and knocked a beer out of one of the guys' hands. And later that day, you know, it was posted on Twitter being like, hey guys, no. You don't do that. That's not, just because the guys do it at Achievement Hunter doesn't mean random fans can just chuck moonballs at them. And when all that came out, the person that threw the moonball apologized directly after they had just bragged about throwing a moonball that far and nearly hitting the guys on stage. So yeah, that's the big issue with being that. That's the big issue with conventions. Sometimes you just get people from all walks of life who lack the sense of common sense and boundaries. Cons seem cool, but I'm still not sure about going to it. But I remembered a vacation will be coming in the next 4 days. Yeah, I mean, no need to worry about going to a con or not right now. It's not huge. It's just, I'd say go to at least one to see what it's like. I mean, hell, I remember when my dad dropped me off at Comic Palooza, and he said he saw something that he could never unsee in his life. It was this guy. So, Comic Palooza is another big convention in Houston, but one that is way more respectable. I mean, fuck, it even gets MCU stars, and at one year even had Stan Lee as a guest. And in this particular event that my dad tells me about, he, rest in peace to him, yeah. In this particular time he dropped me off at Comic Palooza, he told me that he saw a large bearded man, essentially the epitome of what you could see as a biker guy. Just large, bearded, big beard, tatted up like crazy, and yet he's dressed in a fairy tutu kind of dress, and his wife is with him, walking their daughter in her stroller into the convention venue. All walks of life. That's all I can say. It's just all walks of life. Like, don't be shocked if you ever see a bearded man dressed up as Sailor Moon or something. If anything, go give that dude a handshake. Alright, there's one more designated match I can go to, so I can go do that real quick. And then we will get to the boss fight. He's the Beard Fairy? Yes, he is the Beard Fairy. The Beard Fairy that has neglected so many others on getting magnificent beards. which is not me because I actually don't care for getting a beard. And you can also end up finding some really cool cosplays at conventions. Like, a lot of people do make their own cosplays, and it is a fun hobby to participate in. Albeit, one that does come with its own sense of elitism.
Right on. Raspberry. Double kill.
Like, I'm not a pro cosplayer in any capacity, and obviously, you know, my knowledge of it is very limited as somebody that's only ever bought their cosplays online, and I have a friend that does cosplay contests and stuff, but she just does it for fun. But some people do it as a job, and, you know, good on them, but it's brutal. It can be brutal and very mean-spirited. Put a beer under your pillow and wake up in the morning with a fresh new beard. I'll get a Coors Light, put it under my pillow. Maybe if you put a Busch Light under your pillow, the beard fairy will come visit you and you can get your own scraggly beard. Store some French fries in it.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Super. Boysenberry. I'm taking you down. Screw crusher death kick.
Well, that was poorly timed.
Death belt shower.
Let's see, what was one? I'm trying to think of cosplay that really blew my mind when I saw it.
Raspberry.
Double kill.
I'm confident if I looked up pictures, I'd be able to point them out, but I for the life of me, can't remember a whole lot of them. It's been years. Like, the other thing about cosplays is that most of the time, a lot of the cool ones you'll find aren't even that much in terms of being based on a show. Some of them can be just straight up new concepts or mixtures. Like some people melding two different characters into one outfit or something like that. Once I get this trade under my belt, I'll definitely plan on going places, makes lots of money, but some of the jobs are though just yeah. I'm trying to remember what was a really good cosplay that I saw a Bayonetta and a Jean from Bayonetta, and they were dressed up as police. Like, they were dressed in, like, cute cop uniforms. That was one I remember for certain. But yeah, your experience with cosplay, coolness, and conventions can vary, in other words.
Anti-gravity death force. Strawberry.
Right on.
Raspberry.
Double kill.
Screw crusher death kick.
I hope you do well in that tournament, dude. But yeah, was some... I'm gonna have to look at my pictures. Because I don't remember a whole lot of the big cosplays that I saw. Oh yeah, I saw Pesci one year. It was really funny because he had like, I think they were like pipe cleaners sticking out of his head to represent his hair. I saw a... Oh yeah, that was a Static Shock. Jester from Critical Role, but nobody really knows Critical Role within my circle. Yeah, not a lot of... I don't really have many pictures of super elaborate ones. Maybe because all the elaborate ones were probably taking a lunch break. Because that is a thing. That certainly is something that is needed for some. Yeah. Basically, send something you worked on previously? Oh, cool. Well, good on you, man. But yeah, that's kind of my general TED Talk, I guess, about going to cons wrapped up. Just make sure you do your research. If you cosplay, make sure you get your cosplay from a good source unless you decide to make your own. Abide by the convention's rules. And don't try to do everything at once. Just make sure you see the events you would like to go to the most and plan yourself to get some breaks in between, because trust me, walking around for roughly 10 hours a day, even just for a weekend, is brutal. Someone got shocked right next to me. Wasn't dangerous, but he touched a screw touching one of the exposed wires. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Yikes. I made that truck vanish.
Ooh, that's deep, man.
Nearly forgot about the upgrading. I won't be able to get all the upgrades, but hey, 3 out of 5 ain't bad. All right. Let's do this.
That's steep, man. Yow!
No big cutscene? All right. So I have to go to Damon Tower. Here we go. The final fight. As I said, I probably will want to 100% complete this game at some point, because it's No More Heroes 3. I feel like I have to. Well, not have to, but I want to at some point. Because I'm not even that much of a completionist, and even I'm just like, yeah, I want to do that.
go.
Let's do this!
And she.
Oh, just starting off big, aren't we?
Sorry!
Strawberry, right on.
Hell yeah!
Raspberry, double kill.
Get some!
Blueberry, triple kill.
Sorry!
So I'm having a full-on Muso Warrior moment up to the final fight. That's awesome. I like that.
The #1 ranked assassin is Jess Baptiste the Sixth. Occupation? King of Destruction. You don't need me to go on, do you? Let all of your madness bloom in full, Travis. Welcome to the Garden of Insanity.
Yeah, this is it. I got my Henry fight, and though Henry became much lamer, he was still fun. And now we're fighting the final boss. Can I afford? I can. What do I want to get? I'm gonna take this to revive.
Itadakimasu. Gochiso-sama.
All right. Let's sit. Let's drop a nice big save, and then we'll be ready. Oh, Flynn Son of Crimson got an update. Alright, that's cool.
Ha! So you actually made it all the way here. I'm more pleased than surprised. To think that there was a shining pebble in the rough of that trash planet after all. You're that shining pebble, but I'm a fucking diamond! And that's quite
Please
a
don't get
huge
weird. Dude, it's
disparity.
Suda51.
You just can't stop talking, can you, Prince Dumbass? Do you really fear me that much?
What the fuck you say? Fear? What the hell is fear anyway? I can't even comprehend the emotion you call fear. No, seriously, tell me, what is fear?
That's sad. Didn't your mommy and daddy teach you? It's not nice to cause trouble for others. No? Cause trouble. And you'll get scolded. But nobody's ever scolded you before, have they?
My daddy scolded me once. I was punished and was sent to rot in space prison.
Black hole prison? It's basically paradise. That wasn't punishment. You just went on a nice little vacation abroad. And that's how we get Prince Dumbasses like you.
Yeah, just keep talking. Keep fucking talking!
Go on, get angry, you fucking loser! Get all nice and salty for me! Fucking assassin! There we go. Those eyes, right there. The dumbass is turning into a beast.
Oh, he looks way cooler now.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh, nice, scary eyes. That's what I want to see. Come at me. Kill me. Demons don't got shit on me. I'll kill you. You're getting real fucking crazy now. That's what I'm talking about. Ah!
Ow, ow, ow. Oh my god!
Death melt shower!
Right on.
Screw crusher dead king! Sweet! Spin death throw!
Damn it, I wanted the wrestling move.
Screw crusher dead kick!
How did I barely... I somehow barely managed to dodge. Uh-oh. So far, oh god! I jinxed myself there. Oh god. Stop headbutting me!
Screw crusher dead kick! Death melt shower!
Right on.
Disintegrate!
Damn it, I thought I could suplex him. Would have been cool if there was a flash animation for the death kick in his attack. That'd be cool.
Screw Crusher Dead King!
Oh god. He's loving those attacks. Jesus, dude. He is spamming that attack like crazy.
Hey, wanna see something funny? Screw Crusher Death Kick! Death Belt Shower! Strawberry, right on. Strawberry, Screw Crusher Death King!
Is that a Pokemon? You know what, Marmota? I would not blame you for thinking that.
Death Belt Shower!
In fact, I kind of want to see what a Pokemon would look like designed by Suda51. Oh my god, that's fast. Eh?
Feel the pain!
Sushi!
Death Belt Shower!
No, wrong direction, dude!
Screw Crusher Death King! Wanna see something funny?
You know, it'd be funny if you actually didn't have invincible attacks for like a few seconds. Thank you. Oh god.
Disintegrate!
Oh no! Jesus Christ, that's quick.
Strawberry, right on.
Uh-oh. Ow.
How is getting iffy.
You're done.
They prefer to go by Marmota combo, just for future reference. Ow. God damn. What is the pattern here?
You're done! Screw Crusher Dead King!
Death melt shower!
There. Oh! Okay, so I'll give an analysis on that boss fight in a minute. What? So am I fighting in, like, his real brain or something? Huh? What?
Double kill.
I confused. What? Is it like a different phase? Oh my god, you know what this is like? This is like Majora's Mask.
Trap! Destroy this thing!
Your power's getting iffy.
What? Why? Kamui, what the fuck? Where did you come from, my guy?
Raspberry.
Yeah, he'd be Giratina if he was a Pokemon. Wow. Here's the music really quiet. Okay. Nice.
Okay, looks like we're square now.
Careful.
All right, there goes my revive.
Raspberry. Double kill.
Hey, what's wrong?
Got it. Champ! Sorry if you don't reply or play you. I was in a WoW dungeon right now. Okay, it's okay. It's cool, man. Or person. It's cool. I understand. No, you're good. I understand. English isn't your first language. It's fine. Trust me, there are a lot of other Americans that speak worse English. Trust me. And suddenly, Shinobu buzzed.
Master! He's wide open! Now's your chance!
Here we go! Oh!
Nice! Fucking clothesline him. I got a feeling he's gonna buff up like a cover art. Yeah, Travis just does like a big old Broly Super Saiyan style.
Fu leaving. Fu go home. I want to see my daddy.
What?
I love you, Damon. I love you, Damon. I love you, Damon.
I loved you too, Fu.
Damon? Damon?
Goodbye, Fu. Now fuck off!
What? Okay, suddenly he becomes Rick from Rick and Morty. What? He suddenly turned into Rick from Rick and Morty.
So he's finally dead. Nice work, Travis.
So this is what it was all about? Looks like my hunch was right.
You're a friend of his, right?
His friend? Are you kidding me? That crazy alien bastard was just a pawn. I'm the real king.
What?
I see. So the real scumbag is you, then?
What?
I totally missed that.
It's all you, Travis. You! You hit me, didn't you? You hit me! Not even my dad has ever hit me!
What?
Okay. So you're the asshole who forced Juvenile out. I remember now.
Now it's my turn to hit you! Travis!
What?
Thunder Break!
What? Wait. When did Travis hit Damon? And Damon was the one that busted... what? This is the worst kind of M. Night Shyamalan twist. This is Lady in the Water. Except it's actually taking the piss out of itself.
No way! Nobody
No.
told me about this! What the fuck is happening?
No.
Hey, that Glastonbury thing. Call it.
That's been decommissioned. Too much dark matter. It deteriorated.
Okay then. What the hell do we do now? Juvenile, please do something about this.
I cannot do anything right away. If I had around 2 years, I could have...
That's not gonna work.
Wait a moment. The death cage is going off. It is transferring something over from another dimension.
What?
Transferring?
Transferring what?
Some sort of unknown, huge object. Starting countdown.
It's not a monster or something, is it? We get one more monster or demon or whatever, and this town is screwed.
Yeah, more like this planet.
3, 2, 1. Here it comes. Any second, the transfer is complete.
What in the name of
And
God is
Arsenal
happening
Bolas
anymore?
model has arrived.
What? The mech from Damon X Machina? and Arsenal?
And it's the rollout model. The model with the same coloring system as the Glastonbury.
Travis, hurry up! Use it!
I got no idea what the hell I'm doing. But here goes nothing.
I need to pause. Oh, this feels like a shit. Hold on. Game, are you gonna go into a boss fight, or is this just an interactive credit sequence? I don't know anymore, man. I don't... Oh. Oh my god. Okay, interactive credit sequence.
Where the hell are we?
The edge of space. Maybe even the promised land.
Nice place for a final showdown.
We've come so far.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Forever.
It's over, Travis.
Looks like this is the final stop. We'll settle this with sumo.
Sumo? Like Japanese sumo wrestling?
Yeah, real men settle shit with sumo.
Fine. Now for the final transformation!
Start the game. The final game!
I don't think that's how sumo works, Travis. Did it? Seriously? You guys saw that, right? You guys saw that. This is this a middle finger to
Screw Russian death kick! Raspberry! Double kick!
Spin death slow!
I'm taking you down!
This is
Barry!
this was just a
I don't want to die! 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 I don't want to die!
the
I've still
final
got somewhere to go
battle
home
is a
to.
fucking Smash Brothers parody.
You don't!
The final battle of this
Be
game.
sure to apologize to Juvenile and have fun hanging out with Prince Dickhead in hell.
I feel like I've officially reached... This game has now reached the status of being the weirdest video game I've ever played. This is it, right here. Nothing will top this. Like, unless I find something that's equally weird from Suda, this is the weirdest video game I have ever played. The final battle of this game turned into a Smash Brothers parody. Interactive credit sequence where Daemon X Machina was referenced of all things. And then I had a feeling the game was going to pull a real final boss twist out of it, because that has kind of that happened in the first game. But Jesus, man. You can't make this shit up. Like, I saw the percentage counters at the bottom, and my fucking soul just got shot. Like, legitimately, it felt like I just got shot by a gun in the soul. Well, fair to say, I'm going to stick around for the credits on this one. So the actual fight with Fu, pretty, bog standard, I'd say, in regards to boss fights. Like, he felt very basic. If anything, he was more annoying because he just had so many attacks where he was invincible and I didn't have any means of counterattacking unless it was a specific one. Kind of a Sonic boss battle if you think about it. But yeah, that was the strangest. Oh. It went from interactive credits to a fucking Smash Brothers reference. We had a full-on JRPG encounter where I had to destroy the interface, a musical chairs boss fight, a first-person horror-esque segment, oh my god. As I said, you cannot make this shit up. Oh, well, this game kinda is my game of the year at the moment. It's kind of I'd say gameplay-wise it's the best of the three, but No More Heroes 1 I'd say is still the best one. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's a fucking weird ride, but it's a good ride.
Nice place for the home run king, huh? Working, old buddy. Fucking dying on me like that.
Daddy, I was never able to say this, but you always looked so cool hitting home runs. You always bought me marble fudge ice cream after your games. I actually wanted coffee flavor, but you always assumed that a little kid would want to, so I never.
Right, that's the way you want to respect your daddy. And his fucking eulogy. I actually really wanted a coffee flavor, but you assumed it was marble because kids like marble.
Good night, Daddy.
Celebrate a life by polluting the fish. Oh, that. What a roller coaster. Oh. You cannot make this shit up, man. There should be more. Hey, man, knowing the previous credit scene, like, the credit scene in Travis Strikes Again showed a teaser for No More Heroes 3. No More Heroes 1 had an end credit scene where it was like, hey, here's the fucking here's a funny thing with Sylvia. And then No More Heroes 2 end credit scene had Travis go to the place where he was getting catcalled. Or calling cats. I don't know. Phone. What a game. It's so weird that this game exists now. Like, you hear sometimes about games that get sequels decades after they're finishing, and that's happened a lot recently, like with Psychonauts. This, I would have never imagined that this game would exist. Like, sequels to Suda51 games are pretty rare in and of themselves. Like, I think this and, no, I think this is the only Suda51 game that is a game series. Like, there's nothing else that's gotten sequels like this. Killer is Dead, only the one game. Shadows of the Damned, only the one game. Lollipop Chainsaw, only the one game. This kind of is Suda51's identity, and to see it conclude like this is really weird. It's fun. It's for certain fun. One of the most fun games I've played this year, but it is nonetheless a very odd experience. Very polarizing, and obviously, considering all the flashing blood, it also was very hard to see on occasions. But I'd say warts and all, I'm happy to be a No More Heroes fan. I mean, I wouldn't have a tattoo on the back of my shoulder if I wasn't. This is nice. Lollipop Chainsaw was the thing she would fit into No More Heroes. Frankly, I'm shocked that she wasn't referenced in Travis Strikes Again, or even just given some kind of poster cameo. But I guess maybe Suda's role in Lollipop wasn't exactly a big one. What was another? Killer 7. Killer 7, only the one game. Killer 7 got referenced in Travis Strikes Again. Hell, it got referenced in the opening sequence. But there we go. That's the tune. That's the one I know. But yeah, now Suda's pretty much got his own free reins over everything in regards to what game he's doing next. I have no goddamn clue what he'll do, but I look forward to it. I'm a fan. What can I say? At some point, I'm gonna finish Killer 7, though. I gotta do that. Probably not on stream because it's been so long since I last streamed it. But yeah, support these games, man. They're great. Like, even if, you know, you've watched me play all through these, they're still worth it. This is such catchy background music. It's so good. But yeah, my review of the Fu boss fight, not very good compared to some of the other bosses in the game. I'd say the top bosses for me in the game were Gold Joe, Henry, the Ninja Guy, and oh god, who else? And Destroy Man. Those four are the top bosses for me, I'd say. Like, not to discredit any of the other bosses, I mean, Velvet Chair Girl being a musical chairs boss fight was something I would have never expected. Like, a full-ass Pop Team Epic style Adult Swim animation buffer. Just right in the middle. Fucking strange, man. So weird. But yeah, that's No More Heroes 3. That's the send-off. Travis is in the far reaches of space. Well, I mean, technically he's also at a funeral, but yeah. Suda, you're a weird man, but I would definitely have a beer with you. Is there a credit sequence? Or end credit scene? Yep. Eh?
I am King Jess Baptiste V. I've come to this world as a divine messenger.
Foo's dad, huh? Well, someone kills your kid. I guess you're gonna get mad.
Hold up now. Do not jump to conclusions. I have traveled vast distances to come to this planet, Earthling, to enter into a peace accord. Are you the representative of Earthlings?
Do I fucking look like it?
In that case, it would appear that peace negotiations have failed.
What? Wait a second. First you gotta talk with some actual representatives. And then...
Under Baptiste interplanetary law, I hereby seize the planet, Earthling. Do it!
What? What? Who?
God damn! Who the hell are you?
Dad, it's me.
Have you forgotten what your own kids look like? What a shitty dad.
Hunter and Jean. Is that you?
What?
Master's children, the twins.
Wow, you guys have gotten big.
They're from another world.
Wait a second. Hunter and Jean? Is it really you?
We came from the future.
There's no time to explain. Just look at the situation.
What?
Mommy, I took out every single one.
What?
Good boy, Scott.
Dad, let me introduce you guys. This is Jean's son, Scott. He's your grandson.
I didn't mean to hide it, but getting to fight you, I was so happy.
What?
You're so tough, Grandpa.
Hold up. This is like the actual final for real's ending? What the hell is going on? Somebody, explain this to me.
Travis, the battle is not over yet. Your next opponent is up to the north.
We came from the future to kill Uncle Henry.
That cosplaying dickhead killed you and is counting down to this planet's destruction?
Oh, snap!
My great uncle teamed up with some super messed up aliens and was attempting to conquer the planet.
So
What?
we have to change the future.
Come with us. Come with us. Otherwise, you're gonna die.
Oh, snap!
Welcome, Travis, to the Garden of Insanity. Next up, Family War.
Oh, snippity snap!
What?
We really appreciate your playing.
It really had to get one last weird one in, did it? Travis's kids pop out of nowhere from an alternate dimension, and turns out he is the grandson, and suddenly Henry is going to be a big bad villain because he suddenly became less cool. Drop a save, please. For the love of God, drop a save. I need off this ride. I need off this ride now. Oh. Okay, I like that the higher difficulty is called Carolina Reaper because that's actually the name of a really hot pepper. But I think that's gonna end it because, yeah, I mean, what else can you do after all that weird stuff? Yeah, that's kind of it. That's No More Heroes 3. Had to pull one last weird under the rug maneuver. I don't even know what you fucking call that. I don't even know what you call that. Oh, I feel like my head just took a big old... I feel like my brain just got rattled. My brain got rattled and then shaken like a James Bond-style martini. But, yeah, that's all, folks. I need to... What the fuck was this game? Alright, next game I'm gonna stream. I'm kind of leaving that up in the air. I'll probably update everybody on Twitter or something. And, yeah, just keep an eye out on my Twitch and everything. So, thank you all for bearing with me in this game. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.